Hey everyone, today I'm going to take you through a foundations flow, and Amber apparently is going to join us. Today we absolutely will still go through a regular power flow practice, but I will give a little bit more cueing and some more tips and options that you can use in different poses, because what works for me might not work for you and vice versa. So I want to give you that opportunity to play and just to see what options you have so that when you do other flows, you know different variations that you can take, whether I call it or not. We're also going to go through some of my most favorite transitions that I love to use in class. I'll break them down a little bit more so that you have an understanding of how they go and how it all works and comes together. So with that, just make sure you have some water. If you have a block or something sturdy that you can hold on to, you can use, and if you'd like, it's completely optional. You can have a blanket or some sort of pillow or cushion that will be helpful at the end of class. Let's get started. We'll begin in a comfortable seat. You can sit back on your heels or in a cross-legged position. I know, excuse me. I love to sit up on a block. I'm going to do so here. Right, and right away, there's no right or wrong. Just find a comfortable seat that you can hold for a few minutes as we settle into practice. Just close your eyes. And just draw your shoulders up towards your ears and then roll them down. We'll take that one more time. Roll your shoulders up and then back and down. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Inhale. Empty out. One more, fill up. Let it go. Now seal your lips and begin breathing in and out through your nose. And as you breathe here, try to make each inhale and exhale a little longer than the last. In yoga, we call this your ujjayi breath or your heat building breath. And just know that I'll create a whole separate video on the breath alone, kind of explaining and breaking that down a little bit more, because I know it can feel kind of funky when you first start. But if you're new to this breath, for now, just focus on simply breathing in and out through your nose. And bring your hands together at heart center. Bow chin to chest. Just take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. Deep breath in. Through your nose, exhale. Tabletop. So come on forward. Your shoulders are over your wrists, hips over your knees. And pull your belly in and keep your head and neck long. So your head and neck still an extension of your spine. Going through some cat and cows. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your hips and your chest up towards the sky. And then exhale, round your back like a Halloween cat. Inhale, cow pose, tailbone lifts up, gaze goes up. Exhale, really round and press away. One more, inhale. Exhale. Continue flowing through this on your own. And you'll already notice that right away we're connecting breath to movement, right? And that's all yoga is. Just breathing, moving with each inhale and exhale. And then maybe you start to add in some other motions here. So you can take some hip circles. You can press back the child's pose. Some yogis like to take C curve, where you look over one shoulder and then the other. I want you to take a few moments to explore what you'd like here in this moment, right? There's no right or wrong. And make your way back to your tabletop. Deep breath in. Downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up and back. Right away, start to pedal out your feet. And in your down dog, don't worry if your heels don't touch the mat. I promise that does not make you any less of a yogi. Majority of the time, my heels don't touch. If you feel like your wrists are already aching and your weight's kind of shifted forward, I want you to bend your knees and then push your hips back. So you want this nice long line of energy from your fingertips all the way up through your tailbone. Yeah, bend your knees as much as you need here. And really imagine you could press your torso back towards the tops of your thighs. Deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands all the way back to your toes. Ragdoll. Grab opposite elbow, generously bend your legs. Let your upper body get heavy. Shake your head, yes, no, maybe. Then release your hands to the mat. Inhale, flat back, hands to shins, draw your shoulders back. Yeah. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, flat back again. Shoulders draw back. Exhale, fold down. One more time. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach tall. This time, stay at the top. Clasp your fingers together. Tilt all the way over to the right side. Nice. Feel the stretch down the left side of your body. Breath in. Exhale, reach over a little more. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands out, high plank. Hold here. All right, this might be your first plank of the day. If it is, really check in. Keeping not only your core engaged, low belly pulling in, but keeping the rest of your body engaged too. Legs are squeezing, palms pressing away from your mat, driving back through your heels. Yeah. Someone that I did my yoga training with used to always say, tight is light, meaning the more engaged you are, the lighter this pose will become. So imagine that, tight is light. One more breath in. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your right leg high. Bend your knee, roll your hip open. Take circles with your ankle. Yeah, and switch directions. Then draw circles with your knee. And switch directions. Then inhale your right leg long behind you. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze in. Keep your hips lifted. It's almost like you're in a cat position. Then send your right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Channel that cat pose. And then send your leg back. One more, knee to nose and hold. Plant your foot between your hands, low lunge. Now, if you land back here, feel free, walk your foot up. Just because you land somewhere doesn't mean that you'd have to be stuck there. Plant your left palm to the mat. Inhale your right arm to the sky. Breath in. Twist open a little more. One more deep breath. Exhale your right palm down. Take an inhale. Exhale, straighten your front leg, draw nose to knee. If your front toes lift up, that's okay. Then lunge back forward. Straighten your front leg, nose to knee. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, straighten. One more, lunge forward. Step to the top of your mat and fold. That's one of my favorite little warm-up moves to do. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, high plank. All right, lower your knees to the ground. Shift your weight forward. And squeeze your arms in by your sides. Start to lower halfway, chaturanga. This is a modification you can take, but I always challenge you to try and knees lifted, okay? But you have choices. You don't lower that far. If you feel yourself lowering all the way down here, you've gone too far. It's halfway. And press into upward facing dog. Tops of your feet, thighs lift off your mat. And lift from your hips back to down dog. You got it, yogis. And I promise I will have a whole video dedicated just to doing chaturanga. Inhale your left leg high. Bend your knee, roll your hip open. Draw circles with your ankle. Switch directions. Then draw circles with your knee. Switch directions. And inhale your left leg long. Exhale, knee to nose. Remember that cat sensation. Send your leg back. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, knee to nose and hold. Plant your foot, low lunge. Right palm down, left arm to the mat. I feel like Amber is judging me over here. Take a breath. Twist open a little more. One more deep breath. Hands to your mat. Inhale. Exhale, straighten front leg, nose to knee. Inhale, lunge forward, shine your heart forward. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, lunge. Straighten. One more lunge forward. Step forward, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Rise, reach up. Forward fold. Flat back. High plank. You might notice we're starting to connect breath to movement. Take one breath in. Exhale, start to shift your weight forward. Hover halfway, chaturanga. You've got it. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. One more, fill. Empty out, get so light, there's no air left in you. Step or jump, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. You can step or jump back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. One breath in. Empty out. Jump. Halfway. fold. Rise, reach, fold down. Flat back, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. That's it, yogi. Stay here for a few breaths. No, whenever we're doing chaturangas, if you start to get tired and lose your form, you can skip them all together or come to knees down. Breath in, out. One more, fill, empty, jump. Halfway, fold, chair, Utkatasana, sit low. All right, yogis, in your chair pose, think about keeping your weight back in your heels, heart stays lifted, then you can open up your arms. If your shoulders are like this, let your arms come a little wider. Sink low, breath in, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low. Because Amber's here, we have to do it. Crouching tiger, hidden dragon. Your right knee drives up. For those of you that don't know, I named this pose, not just after the film, but after this nugget right here, because she rolls on her back, pulls her front paws up for belly rubs. You start rubbing her, and the back leg lifts up. So channel that here. Lift your right leg up a little higher. Step it back, warrior one. All right, yogis, your first warrior one of class. Walk your front foot out as wide as you need, okay? If your back ankle is killing you, maybe you don't try to crank your hips all the way forward. Maybe you let them go off slightly. A lot of instructors will say square your hips, but for some, that's actually kind of physically impossible. So don't worry so much about that. Take a breath. Sink into your front leg. Inhale, reach up, look back. Exhale, chair pose, sit lower back. Crouching tiger, left knee, drive it up. Make it extra funky. You know why? Because it's just yoga. And how you look right now doesn't matter. We don't care about aesthetic yoga here. We care about functional. And your upper body in this moment has nothing to do with this pose. So make it super funky. Drag your left leg up a little higher. Step back, warrior one. Take a moment. I like to have my feet a little wider. It's more comfortable on my hips. May or may not be true for you. Breath in. Out. Inhale, reach up, look back. Exhale, chair pose, sit low. Deep breath. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Drive your right knee into your chest. Then shift your weight forward. Keep your booty in the air. Keep the rounding of your back like you're in cat. Keep shifting, keep shifting, keep shifting. Plant your foot, warrior one. Whew. Open up, warrior two. Yeah, take your stance a little wider. You're driving through the outer edge of your back foot. And then you're reaching your arms apart strong. So remember, tight is light. Both legs engaged. Back leg straight and strong. Front knee bending. And your arms reaching apart with so much energy that you won't budge if I were to come to you right now and try to move your arm. Breath in. Sink a little lower. I wouldn't actually do that to you in class though, so don't worry. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach back, keep your front leg bent. Step back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Drive your right knee and your left knee into your chest. Start to shift your weight forward. Keep driving your knee up. Keep rolling forward. Plant your foot, warrior one. Breath in, sink a little deeper. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Nice. Look down for a moment. See if your front knee is falling in through center. Engage it so that your leg is trying to energize and open up behind you. And then a fun little tip in Warrior Two. If you feel like your shoulders are up here or you're not sure, just flip your palms up. And then just turning from your wrists, flip them back down. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Breath in, down dog. All right, we're gonna take that a little faster. Using the same form though. Right foot forward, warrior one. Ooh. Keeping your hips lifted that whole time makes it so much easier to step through, I promise. Open up, warrior two. Reverse, down dog. You've got it, left foot forward, warrior one. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, down dog. Again, right foot forward, warrior one. You've got it, open up two. Reverse, down dog. Left foot, go. Inhale, reach up. Open up two. Reach it back. Down dog. Beautiful, yogis. Before you know it, I can start changing up my verbiage, calling poses different things, and you still got it. You'll still flow with it. The more you do this, the more natural it starts to feel in your body. Take a breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Inhale. Through your nose, exhale. Right foot forward, low lunge. Your back heel is lifted. Just how we started class. Plant your left palm, reach your right arm to the sky. If you feel that you're really collapsing into your left hand and shoulder, use a block. Keep yourself nice and lifted. You want your twist to be reaching up and open towards the sky. Breath in. Twist open a little more. One more deep breath. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle, right forearm to thigh. Left arm reaches up. Keep your legs exactly as they are. I don't want your right leg moving or straightening out. In fact, bend into it a little bit more. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended angle, both arms long. Keep your legs. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, three-legged down dog. My favorite transition. I'm gonna come back to that for a second. When you're in a flip dog, and I say three-legged, or what we're actually gonna go into, a flip dog, you wanna go with whichever leg is leading. I promise you, I will never, ever, ever make you do an awkward hop, switch, and a jump of your legs. So your left leg is already firmly planted. So if you're reaching back, and I say to flip your down dog, which leg you're gonna lead with? I'm gonna pretend you all just said right. Your right leg. So come all the way down. Your right leg goes up and around. Flip your down dog. Beautiful, yogis. If you want to take flip dog but haven't done it before, come to a plank. Take your right leg over your left and then unravel from here. It can feel a little less scary from a plank position. Deep breath in. My next favorite transition, side plank. Come down. Your right palm's gonna come to your mat and you're gonna open up. Left hand to the sky. I love to dance around on my mat. And remember, we do things that kind of move more naturally. Back and forth, side to side. All right, yogis, wherever you are in your side plank, you can take kickstand. If you always take kickstand, I encourage you to try kickstanding your top leg. All right, every time you build up from there. I'm gonna come into my side plank. I'm gonna float my top leg. Try it. Then get crazy with me. Send your left leg to the top of your mat. Low lunge. Walk your left foot up as much as you need. Take a moment to adjust. That whole little sequence of a flip dog, side plank, and sending your leg forward is a great way for me to transition as a teacher because I get to avoid throwing too many chaturangas your way. And before you know it, we're on the other side. But because I also promised to take you through some of my favorite transitions, I'm going to take you through one more before we get to the other side. I want you to plant your right palm and come back to your side plank. So we're back here. Your left leg is in the air. I'm wobbly. It's okay if you are too. Float your top leg. Rock star. Left palm comes down. Left knee to right elbow. Then shoot it out. Right arm to the sky. I will mirror you for a second so you can see from the front. All right. From your rock star, deep breath in, three-legged down dog. And guess what? Your left leg is the one that makes the most sense to shoot back. Remember, I'll never make you do a weird switch. Take a deep breath. Low lunge. Breath in. Breath out. Right palm down, left arm twist open. If you use the block on the other side, feel free to do so here. I'm already so sweaty. Breath in. Twist a little more. Deep breath. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh. Keep your legs. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended angle. You've got it, yogis. Inhale, reverse. Flip your down dog. Remember, what's most natural? Send your left leg back and around. Once you're here, if it feels okay, let your head and neck go. And notice quickly, when you come to your flip dog, I sometimes see people twerk their feet like this because they feel like their foot has to stay a certain position. That's not true. Let it turn all the way around. So all 10 toes are facing the back of the room. Take one more breath. Side plank. Left palm down, right arm to the sky. You've got it, yogis. Float your top leg. Send it to the front of your mat, low lunge. I know it's a little crazy. Walk your front foot up as much as you need. Hold here for a breath. Let it go. Back to side plank. Left palm down. Right arm up. Float your top leg. Rock star. Send your leg underneath your body and open up. Rock star is such a powerful pose. It's a badass pose. Some people call this fallen triangle, but I love rock star, right? It embodies strength, passion, energy, all the things that you are. One more breath. Three-legged down dog. Low lunge. Deep breath in. Step forward, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Reach up to the sky. Hands to heart. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths here. Float your eyes open. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low. You've got it, hands to heart. Twist right. Left elbow to right thigh. You can see here from the front. And in your twist, If you're dumping down like this, right? Press your palms firmly together. Push open. Use your top arm to send your hands towards the center of your chest. And then keep your booty sinking lower than your heart. Nice long line. Maybe open your arms. Breath in. Twist a little more. Deep breath. Stay in your twist. Step your left foot back. Twisting lunge. Inhale. Twist. One more full breath. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, half moon. Shift your weight forward into your front leg. Back leg comes up. This is a great place for a block or something sturdy under your bottom hand. Top arm to the sky. Lift your leg up. Keep your left foot flexed. People often ask, where should I look here? And honestly, it doesn't really matter. I tend to look down a lot. I've been challenging myself to look more ahead, right? Some people love to look up to the sky. It can change your balance for sure, but all those options are correct. Take one more breath in. Keep your left leg in the air. Come into warrior three. All right. Doesn't matter what it looks like or how you get there. Just challenge yourself. Keep your left leg lifted. I know it's a lot on your standing leg. You're almost there. Come into a strong capital T. Deep breath. Crescent lunge. Yeah, your back heel's lifted. Full breath. Get ready for it. Flip your down dog. Right leg goes up and around. And then we're going to dance it out. Staying in your flip dog. Tap your booty to the ground. Drive your arm in, right, for extra drama. Then open up, explode towards the sky. Tap down. Lift up. Tap. Lift up. One more. Bring it down. Explode up. Chair. Big step all the way around. Right foot, left foot, sink down. All right, yogis, I promise you, as crazy as some of these transitions are, they're big, they're powerful. The more you do them, the more you'll get used to them. Take a full breath, forward fold. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Rise, reach up, hands to heart. Close your eyes, inhale. Exhale. One more in. Let it go. Float your eyes open. Reach your arms up to the sky. Chair. My favorite thing about yoga, two sides. Deep breath. Hands to heart. Inhale. Twist left. I don't know if you can see at home, but Amber's doing the cutest little tuck under right now. Everything she does is adorable though, so. Yogis, sink your hips a little lower. Breath in. Maybe open your arms. Deep breath. Twist a little more. One more breath. Step your right foot back. Twisting lunge. Adjust as you need. Let your back leg out. Come out as wide as you need. All right, nothing to force here. Full breath. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, half moon. It's one of my favorite places to use a block here. Huh, I know. I see you. Oh, you're adorable. I love you so much, it's stupid. All right, yogis, stay with it. The worst that will happen is you fall or wobble like I just did. You come right back to it. Then we're going to transition into warrior three. Challenge, keep your right leg in the air. You can always bring your hands to heart center, but if you always do this, challenge yourself. Reach your arms forward. Strong capital T with your body. Full breath. Crescent lunge. Get ready for a big breath in. Flip your dog. Left leg all the way back and around. Hips up to the sky. Exhale, booty tap. Lift up. Tap. Lift. Tap. Lift up. One more down. Open up. Chair. Breath in. Forward fold. You did it, yogis. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Rise, reach tall. Fold down. Flat back. High plank. Hold here. Nothing fancy. Just staying strong. Remember, tight is light. Stay here for 3, 2, down dog. Breath in. Walk your hands all the way back to your toes. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Right hand to your right ankle. Bring your right foot up, tree. I love stability and balance in my practice. But if you're building up at home, or honestly, if it's just kind of a different day, because some days are harder and easier than others, you can always have your foot, this is hard for me, your foot to your calf, kickstand down to the ground, or of course have it all the way up on your inner thigh. And when you're ready, yogis, grow your branches. And let your arms come out nice and wide. Right, don't worry about them being straight up. Bring them out wide. Maybe let your gaze go up towards the ceiling. Think of this pose as a heart opener. So puff your chest up towards the sky. Full breath in. Hands to heart. Keep your right leg in the air. Send it out long in front of you. Big step forward, airplane. Yeah. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Send your left leg back. Pull your right hip back too. Just a reminder, both legs are working here. Core is engaged. Big breath in. Warrior one. Land down here, adjust. Remember, take your feet as wide as you need. And interlace your hands at your low back. Puff your chest up towards the sky. Humble warrior. Fold down. Working your right shoulder on the inside of your right leg. Right, and if your arms stay down here, that's cool too. Let your head and neck be heavy. And then because I love playing with new and different transitions, gotta keep it fresh, gotta keep it interesting. I never want you to anticipate, right? I want you to find the freedom in your practice. But this has been one of my favorite transitions lately. Shift your weight forward, so much so your back toes can lift. Coming into standing split. And then once you're there, let your arms come down to the ground. Head and neck heavy. Your hands can be on the ground or on a block or blocks if you have several. And the most important thing here is that you let your upper body get heavy. Maybe you walk one hand back, grab onto your ankle, maybe the other. Don't worry about what this looks like, yogis. Just breathe. Inhale. Lift your leg a little higher. You've got it. One more breath. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Rise, reach tall. Hands to heart. Bring your feet out wide. Sink down into a yogi squat. If your heels are lifted, or if you're squatting a little higher, that's okay. It's going to look different on all of us. But right now, take the intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of class. Tell yourself you got this, because you do. Breath in. Out. Inhale, stand up. Sink down, yogi squat. Plant your hands, high plank. Step back in, yogi squat. Stand up. Yogi squat. High plank. Yogi squat. You got it. Stand up. Yogi squat. Option to jump back to plank. Option to jump in, yogi squat. Stand up. Down. Keep going at your pace. I can't do a foundations class featuring some of my favorite transitions without giving you a yoga burpee. You've got this. Stick with it. Be strong. I know you are. The moment you want to quit, tell yourself you can go for one more, right? Try every time to add on one more. And even if you step it back, all of that, that's something. That's work. That's your gift to yourself. Two more. Last one. Yogi squat. High five at home. High five, Amber. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. Let it go. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands all the way back to your toes. Right hand grabs onto your right hip. Left hand to left ankle. Come on up, tree pose. Ooh, I don't know about you, but I'm out of breath. Those yoga burpees, man, they are killer. The irony is that as the instructor, I'm normally watching my students and leading them through a class. I'm not doing the class, so when I do yoga burpees, oh man, it's a taste of my own medicine. Take one more breath in. Hands to heart. Send your left leg out long. Big step forward, airplane. In your airplane, keep your heart shining forward. You want to look where you're going. Right? Look where you're flying. Picture it. Breath in. Warrior one. Inhale. Interlace your hands at your low back. Puff your chest up. Humble warrior. Start to shift your weight forward. Coming all the way into your standing split. Letting your hands go down last. If you went for the balance on the other side, try it here. It's okay if it feels different side to side. That's completely normal. You don't have to force it. One more breath in. Foot to mat, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Rise, sweep up. Fold all the way down. Flat back. high plank. Slowly lower, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Slowly lower all the way down to your mat on the count of 4, 3, 2, 2.5. Rest. Rest your cheek to one side and let your arms relax wherever's comfortable. Switch cheeks. And bring your chin to the center of your mat. Reach your arms down by your side if they're not already there. Palms face down. Inhale, locust. Lift your chest, your arms, and squeeze your glutes. Lift your legs up. Nice, yogis. If this hurts your low back, right, you can always keep your legs down. Just work this from your upper body. Vice versa. If it's more painful in your upper body, you can just lift your legs. But there's a fine line between actual pain versus, well, this is uncomfortable, so I don't want to do it, right? If it's just uncomfortable or something that's not familiar to you, I really encourage you to try it. Inhale, lift yourself up a little higher, right? Because it's okay to sometimes feel discomfort. We feel discomfort all the time in our day-to-day lives. So try to face it here on your mat. Inhale, lift up a little more. Exhale, lower down. Take one breath in. Let it go. Interlace your hands at your low back. Locust. Inhale, lift up. From here, squeeze your right cheek. Lift your leg a little higher. Squeeze your left cheek. Lift it a little higher. Then challenge where you bring your legs together. Inhale up a little more. Lower down. Bend your knees. Reach back for your ankles. Coming into floor bow. Walk your knees towards one another so they're not completely splayed apart. And then inhale yourself up to the sky. Kick your feet up and back. If you rock a little, that's okay, embrace it. Inhale yourself up a little higher. Exhale, lower down. Windshield wiper your legs. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Press into upward facing dog. Your thighs are still lifted off your mat, right? Stay strong and engaged here. Protect your low back. Lift from your hips all the way back down dog. I got some nice sweat stains going on my mat right now. Just figured I'd let you know at home. Take a breath in. Let it go. One more fill. Empty. Step or hop top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low. Sink all the way down. Count of 4, 3, 2, boat. Another one of my favorite transitions. If I say chair pose down to your mat, there's like a 98% chance we're coming to boat. So your boat, you can start with your hands holding onto the backs of your legs. Shine your heart up, shoulders back. And then maybe one hand lets go. And then maybe the other. Maybe you straighten your legs. Ha! And take a full breath. Exhale, low boat, hover, hover. Inhale, high boat, lift up. Exhale, low, high, low. Keep going, inhale. Exhale, in, out. You've got this. 3. That's it. 2. Last 1. Full body stretch. Bring your arms down by your side. Bend your knees, plant your feet. Bridge pose. Inhale your hips up to the sky. Maybe you walk your shoulders underneath you. Maybe you interlace your hands under your seat. And another option at home, if you're really feeling it, is to let your arms go up and back. These are all choices for you to play with. Some days you might be craving one variation over another. So see what you want today. Lift your hips a little higher. Exhale, lower down. We're going to take one more. Bridge or wheel if it is in your practice. And I forgot to mention on the first one, if bridge is a lot for your back right now, whether it's because of an injury or something, or you just really want a mild back bend, you can always take a block, slide it under your sacrum, just below your tailbone. It can be on its middle toaster setting or on its lowest setting. So wherever you are at home, find the bridge or wheel of your choosing. Lift your hips up a little more. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles your feet together, knees wide. Rest one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Feel your heart and soul. Right underneath your palms here, your heartbeat, your breath. That's what just got you through this practice. So thank yourself. Happy baby. Grab the other ends of your feet, your big toe, behind your legs, wherever you want, and play. Full confession, when I'm in class next to my husband, I always kind of annoy him and play footsie with him. So if there's someone at home that you're practicing with right now, maybe give them a little nudge with your toes. And hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Start to rock and roll back and forth. Building a little momentum. Your feet start to hit the mat. Then they start to press into your mat so your booty lifts up. It's okay if you fall, right? Try it, play with it. Lift your booty up a little bit. Roll back. Again. We're going to go 2 more. And your last one, option to jump back, chaturanga, or right back down dog. Yogi's choice. Breath in, breath out. Step your right foot between your hands, low lunge. Lower your back knee. Now, normally I would take the blanket and put it under my back knee as an extra cushion. I'm not going to disturb the princess today. So if you'd like a cushion under your back knee, take it. But just notice, if you're up tall, directly on your knee like this, like you're going to propose, my answer is always yes. But you want to actually sink your hips forward so you're not directly on your knee. And then staying here, this might be enough for you. Depending on your hips, how your joints are. For me, I hit compression here, right here, where I just feel like I can't go any further. So it's helpful for me to walk my foot out a little wider. And then maybe you roll out onto the edge of your right foot. Yeah. Oh, well. Bye. You have choices here. I'm staying in a twist today, staying more upright, but you can come down to your palms or to forearms or to a block. I'm actually very surprised I could just do that, coming down to my forearms, because normally that is not in the cards for me. You can stay here, yogis, or take a quad stretch. Bend your back leg, reach back. It does not matter which hand you reach back with. I like to do opposite hand to foot, but that's just me. That's personal preference. Gently release your back toes. Walk your right foot back in between your hands. Send your hips back for hamstring stretch. Maybe you stay upright. Maybe you sink all the way back. My husband loves to take a block under his hip because he's dealing with a bit of a runner's injury. Right. You can grab onto your toes or not. Just sink into wherever you land today. And start to lunge back into your right leg. Step back to downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Shake your tail. And step your left foot between your hands. Setting up your lizard lunge here. You can stay high. You can walk your foot out wider. Maybe roll onto the outer edge. Right, and again, it can feel different side to side. That's okay. You don't have to force the same thing on each side. Let's see. Yeah, this end's not as deep for me today. You know, some people in yoga look absolutely beautiful. And a lot of times on social media and Instagram, you see all these photos of yogis doing these crazy poses that look so like effortless and almost ballet-like. And it's beautiful, it is. But I think it sometimes gives this misconception that if you're not flexible or if you don't look a certain way in a pose, then you're not doing it correctly. But it's really, truthfully, not about the aesthetics, about how it looks. It's about the functionality and what you're feeling. And chances are, if you're feeling it, like if you're feeling this stretch right now, no matter what it looks like, you're doing it correctly. And that's one of my favorite things about yoga, is that there are so many different ways to do the same thing and target the same area. If you took quad stretch on the other side, go for it here. Gently release your back toes. Walk your foot back through center, hips back, hamstrings. Take it how you need it. I tend to feel it more this way, right? But that might not be the case for you. And lunge back into your left leg. Step back to down dog, pedal your feet. And inhale your right leg high. Bend your knee, roll your hip open. And fly in for half pigeon. Your right knee comes up towards your right wrist. Walk your left toes back a little bit more. And before you settle down completely into this pose, a lot of times you'll hear instructors say, make your shin go completely parallel to the front of your mat. Well, in order for me to do that, this is what happens. And I don't really feel this in my outer hip so much. I just feel more awkward than anything. And that cue is always interesting to me because our bodies weren't formed to meet the dimensions of a yoga mat. So to say that we have to be parallel to our yoga mat to get the pose right kind of doesn't make sense to me. So if your shin is not parallel to the mat, I promise you, you are still doing this pose absolutely correctly. My shin is not parallel, but I absolutely feel this on my outer right hip and on the top of my left thigh. You can stay here. You can come all the way down. If this is painful for you, uncomfortable, remember, is one thing, painful is another. If you go completely numb or any burning sensation, know that you can sit on your right hip completely, bend your back leg, and fold down. If that's still too much, then take figure 4, either sitting up tall or on your back, or thread the needle. These are all options for you. Wherever you end up, let your upper body just relax, close your eyes, and enjoy. Slowly start to lift yourself up. Press back to a 3-legged down dog. Circle out your leg. Give a little shake. And when you're ready, lift your left leg high. Bend your knee, roll your hip open. Come in, half pigeon. And again, take a moment. Feel what variation you need on the side. And if you start to feel tension building in your neck and shoulders, if you're holding like this a lot, that's your body's way of letting you know that as you hold this pose and gravity kind of does its job, you can walk your arms forward or maybe even walk them back. Press yourself back to three-legged dog. Shake it out. And walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Come to a seat. Send your legs long. Arms up to the sky. Forward fold. And slowly lower down onto your back, one vertebrae at a time. Once you're there, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. And come into a supine twist. Let your legs go down towards the left side of the room. Your arms can cactus out or open wide. And if it feels okay, your gaze can go towards the right. And just a quick note, if you have any low back problems or if it tends to spasm on you, roll all the way onto your left side first, then open into your twist. Come back through center. Take this on the other side. I know I've been talking a lot more than I ever do in a regular class, but I just want you to know that the more you start to do this, I promise you that it will become more and more natural in your body. And before you know it, I can just start calling all these random things and just intuitively you'll get it, even if it's something brand new. In fact, you can even challenge yourself once you finish, I can't even talk, once you finish this class, challenge yourself to do flip dog, side plank, flip dog, rock star, flip dog, chair. It's a lot of flip dogs, but try it, see what happens. Come back through center. So that's flip dog, side plank, flip, rock star, flip, chair. Let me know how it goes. All right, last pose. Send your feet straight up to the sky. Stay here or come into shoulder stand. Hands at your low back. Walk your elbows in towards one another. From shoulder stand, come into plow. Let your feet go back behind you. From plow to deaf man's pose, knees by your ears. And then roll all the way onto your mat. Let your legs come out long and wide. Arms come out wide. Let yourself get heavy. Deep breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Shavasana. Start to notice your breath. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. Circle your ankles and wrists. And hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. And roll on to your favorite side. Just take a moment here to come back to your intention. To give yourself some love and gratitude for being here today. With your eyes closed, make your way to a seated position. Hands to heart. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.